Chris has a way of reaching out to people who don't agree with him in a civil, non-confrontational, and collegial fashion. He's a bridge builder. And if there's anything we need in this country today, it's people like Chris Mathias.
Boise State ended up on my radar because of cost. I didn't know anything about the blue turf. I just knew that I needed a place where my GI Bill benefits were going to go the furthest. I'd just been discharged from the military, and so I had discipline. I had, the ability to regulate, but it was always, chief giving me orders, a lieutenant always giving me orders, and this was the first time where I had to kind of self-administer those skill sets, and that was some productive struggle. But what I realized is that I had everything it takes. I knew I loved the idea of law and courts and justice and people working together to establish rules and enforce rules for society. And that's how I ended up in the courts and law emphasis, and it was the best decision I ever made.
Here's a guy who comes from the other side of the country. He comes from out east. He comes into a place that is completely foreign to him. I mean, this is not a campus he knows or understands, but quickly, he acclimates himself to the campus community. He becomes a leader in the campus community. He runs for student body president. And I think that takes a lot of guts.
Being a new kid in Idaho, people like Margie Van Voren in student affairs, and then Vice President Peg Blake and Charles Ruck and I spent a lot of time together when I got elected student body president. No doubt Stacy Pearson, who then worked for Buster, the CFO at the time. I spent a lot of time in close quarters with people like this. And in ways that had never really happened before, they saw things in me that I didn't really see in myself.
He's an innovator. He's always looking for ways of building support from people who would normally oppose him, building support in the community, helping people understand the role of a state legislator. He is the role model for the Boise State graduate. And when he stands up to speak on the floor of the Idaho House of Representatives, he's speaking for many, many, many more people than just himself. There isn't anybody in there who doesn't understand that Chris Mathias is in fact a graduate of Boise State University.
The value of a Boise State degree is that it symbolizes all of the highly relevant tools that we have put in our tool belt. And it's really important that graduates practice and put themselves in opportunities to articulate what those tools are. It's not just the piece of paper speaking for you, it's you articulating what that means at the disaggregated level. I think the people who work here and the people who drive this place need to know that they're not just appreciated for the work they do, but they're appreciated for the opportunity costs that they pay. A lot of people who work at this university could work at other universities. They could work in environments where they make more money and there's more glory and more fame, and they don't. And they don't do that because they care about people like me. They care about students, they care about their families. And so I think it's important for people who are in the audience tonight to know that their efforts and their passions do not go unnoticed.
Well, I would just want to congratulate Chris on the Distinguished Alumni Award. He is so deserving of this award, and I know that he will serve well with it alongside his many other accomplishments. This is a great day for Chris Mathias. I think it's a great day for Boise State, and congratulations, by the way, to all the award winners, who I know from my history with the Alumni Association are just the very best Boise State has ever seen.